Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Striffium, and welcome back to another Misfits Racing League highlights video. We are back in Spielberg, Austria, around the Red Bull Ring. Of course, it's the Tier 1 drivers taking you for the highlights this one. We hope you enjoy. Shenjie on pole position, a 102.5. That's Nigel there, lining up next to him in the Alfa Romeo. It's the battle for the Alphas, of course. He was a 10th off on his, and you have Alex Bitto there in third. Rounding out your top three, a 102.655 at the time out of the Ferrari. You have Freeware and Some Idiot rounding out your top five, and we'll go through the rest of this grid with you on the formation lap. It's all yours, Mikau, as I'll follow along as best I can with this action, but I think this is your race to call. Let's have it.
All right, so the 3, 4, 5 red lights are on for us. The lights are out, the cars are revving their engines. We have to wait for the drivers to start moving. And they're off. It's lights out, and away we go. Looks like Shenjie got an incredible start off the line. He's already ahead by 4 or so tenths. Alex Bitto trying to make his way around Nigel to make their way back further down the grid. Somebody looks to get a good run through turn number 1. They make their way up the hill. Red Bull and Alfa Romeo side by side. That is Zamis and Jean a bit further back down the grid. Not seeing too many issues now, as they're all sort of going 2 by 2 at the back of the grid. No issues just yet, which is amazing to see. Alex Bitto now fighting with Some Idiot. They're side by side heading towards turn 4. Who's going to be later on the brakes? Looks like Some Idiot trying to make his way around down the inside. Alex Bitto is having none of it though. He's using that battery as he always does, trying to hold on to that position. But it's Shenjie with an absolutely incredible start. He's already pulled 8 tenths on Nigel in second place. A little bit warming up to the circuit with this massive DRS train that extends to the whole field. Looks like
Red
the 2
Bulls.
Red Bulls are going for a switch. Swifty on the outside will let Zamis go.
Have Yoda holding in 13th for now, as Remco Van Putten and Rainstew on the inside coming down into turn 3.
Collision at turn 3. Well, looks like the 2 Red Bulls must have come together or something, as both of them were going very, very slowly. And we have the first virtual safety car, and there was a lot of debris on the track at turn 3. The virtual safety car's staying around a long time. It has been lifted, and Freeware's timed this perfectly. He's going to get Some Idiot heading into turns 2 and 3 strip.
Oh, Some Idiot's not going to be happy about that, and that was real clever out of the German in the Alpha Tower. He's into 4th, and that was such a tight delta he had to hold in order to pull a move off like that.
And Becky B fighting it out, Custom coming out of the pits on those fresh mediums amongst all that worn hards. With Becky B having a lot more pace. They're side by side heading through turn 4. Is a late
They've opened the door. Van Putten's through.
As well. Remco Van Putten will capitalize off that, making his way into 16th place, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fight that we're seeing for 15th on track at the moment, but it is as intense as it is for the lead as a yellow flag in set strip.
Yeah, it's wild that they're sticking it out on those softs. Something to talk about. Van Putten looking real hard at Becky still. Custom, no. On the inside.
Turn 9. There's a tap. There's been a tap, and that's Custom into the wall to Nigel. The Nigel with the DRS looking down the inside, heading through turns 2, now into the hairpin of turn 3. He's able to get that move cleanly done, and Alex Bitto trying to make his way through as well. Mediums versus hars on the traction. Looks like Alex Bitto will get that move done as well. And he is right there with the Alfa Romeo. Gets very, very close to the rear, but it's nothing there. And Shenjie behind them on those fresh mediums. BTFU is going to lose out 3 positions in the space of 3 corners. And that is the Alpha Tauri of Shenjie up into P5.
Hyper under major threat. That's Rackety on some fairly old soft compound tires at this point in time. Coming down into turn 4. Big lockup from the Ferrari on the inside. Is he going to be able to hold it? It's a wheel-to-wheel exchange between these two, and we're going to follow it as long as we can.
Rackety has his nose ahead. Striff, they're still side by side. What amazing racing between those two. No contact as of yet. Through turn 7 they go into turn 8. Hyper has his nose ahead. But Rackety using that battery to try and stay with him. They're still side by side heading into the final 2 corners of the circuit. But Hyper has that inside line. Rackety decides better of it and decides to back out of it. Holds in the coming lap.
Remco's into the dirt. Remco's into the dirt outside of 5, and Swifty and Fubar, and that's Fubar in the dirt with him.
Oh no, you hate to see it. Wow, the drama is already kicking off halfway through this race, but meanwhile Zamis and S-King battling it out for P7 at the moment.
Yeah, him and Hyper actually did a 180, and what on earth has happened now? Hyper. Major issue coming outside of turn 1. That's going to be Fubar passing him by. You can see the car on the inside. A VSC has been deployed as a result, and that is very unfortunate to see the Ferrari out of this race. Yeah, and talking about opportunity. Nigel under immediate threat from Alex Bitto around the outside. What's the exchange going to go like? Nigel holding well in this fight for P2. The exit, I think, was compromised a little bit for Alex, but he has that DRS. Nigel doesn't, and it's around the outside for the Ferrari down into turn 4 for the moment. But Nigel holding real tight to the inside here, but it's a good exit from the Ferrari, putting him into second position. Nigel with a move on the inside of Alex Bitto. He's going to take that position back. A little bit of contact there from Alex. He maintains that front end plate. It's Nigel through back into second, and it's been some idiot ahead of Freeware as well into fourth position. And now Zamis with the move on the inside of Yoda, and we've just had a massive amount of switches through turn 3 on this 20th lap in this fight for 15th position, overtaking DRS in full activation, and he just breezes by Astrate with the 4-lap difference on the mediums.
Stay with him. Alex Bitto using that battery, using that overtake to full effect just to try and stay ahead. Still 8/10 in it between him and Nigel, but Freeware and some idiot on those mediums to see, trying to make a move. Looks like some idiot picking that outside line for turn 3. He's gotten that move clearly done before the braking zone, and Freeware's going to be looking to do the same.
Really careful there between these two.
Now,
Some idiot on the outside of Nigel. They're wheel to wheel through turn 3. Eyes wide open for this one as Nigel with a great exit, but is it enough to hold off the Racing Point? It doesn't look like it's going to be, but he's going to have the DRS, which could just carry him through. He's not utilizing that battery. Some idiot now. They're both locking up through turn 4. Some idiot with a great exit on those mediums, though. Getting that second position done. Straight and Van Putten, they're coming out of turn 1. Stopping through turn 2. It's the Haas on the outside. Remco Van Putten late on the brakes. Good lockup there from him, though. Good lockup. Can you believe this? He's still holding 14th. Should that rain come down hard, I would really like to see it just come down like China. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, but Aphrodite trying to use all the speed that he has. That rear wing open. He's trying to hold it around the outside. Remco and Van Putten defending like he did the lap previous. Aphrodite getting a little bit squirrely there on the exit. That's not going to help him. Remco and Van Putten having that DRS.
Oh, that's just really hurting. Oh, with a big snap to the inside, though, from Astrate. What a move it's been from him, and he might have caught Remco off guard. How's the exit going to go? He's on the outside coming down through turn 6.
Oh, there's a little bit of wheel banging. They're still side by side. Aphrodite having his nose ahead. He has to leave the room for Remco, though, and Aphrodite is through.
Oh, my, what a move. Coming through out of 9. Brain stew on the inside up the pit lane, and it's time. These tires get retired here because Brain stew on those softs is about to take 2, Mikau. He's gone after Astrate just the same. Could we see it up into turn 3? He's got a great carry of speed. Astrate holds to the inside as he's just had Remco Van Putten do to him, but is it going to be enough? Nowhere near enough, and it's going to be Remco back on Astrate. A little bit of contact there. Astrate getting a little bit of a slide. Remco Van Putten, and what racing we're seeing here out of these 3.
DRS zone. Alex Bitto right on the back of some idiot as well. Alex Bitto going down the inside of turn 9. Chenjay coming across the line. We'll take the winner of this race. Nigel not being affected by penalties. Freeware gets a few penalties. Some idiot will reclaim his podium on the basis of penalties. Alex Bitto coming across the line in 5th. Yoda will come across the line in 6th place. How's the penalty situation? No, he will stay in P6. Zamis will bring that Red Bull car home into P7 at the team's home race. BTFU 3 seconds behind him will come across the line in P8 on track. How's the penalties going to be, though? Looks like he'll jump Zamis.
Oh, and Henrys has jumped both of them into 7th.
Wow, so Henrys will pick up some points. Brainstew will pick up some points as well. Becky B in P11.
There's a battle between King and Swifty to the line. King getting Swifty on penalties, and you can see the differential there, 500ths at the line. Jean's race is finished. Astrate is 15th, and it has just been a very long campaign here in Fubar. Not having a good time here at all in that racing point.